The only thing is, it didn't take us. I'm a bit concerned because it didn't take us that long to complete the sort of hidden area of this level. So I'm hoping that it hasn't affected getting the normal gen for this level. As in, what I'm saying is, I hope we didn't have to like go back to the cellar to get a few boxes. Which, I got a sneaking suspicion that might be the case. Oh, this pose is whee! Boom, yes, got it this time. Whoosh. I either get that one first time out, like, it takes me like 6 billion attempts. Right, so I use that quickly. Just wait for it. Nice. Right, I think we need to get over that. Oh, failure. Luckily the checkpoint was right next to it. It's sleigh jumping all the way. I should have seen that coming. Concepts such as thinking before you do actions get completely lost on me sometimes. I don't know how the game accepted that, but I'm not going to question it. Good. Oh yeah, just a random... I know I'm talking about anything but Crash 2 so far, but like, it's another random thing I'm talking about is that the original Xbox version of Crash Bandicoot 4 actually lets you 100% of the game with the cheat by just typing in one bar in the menu, which I always found. And then I remember hearing about that and being so chuffed that you could just get a 100% like cheat way on Crash Bandicoot 4. So I typed it in on the, of course I had the PS2 version, and to find that nothing happened. Well, but it didn't make a difference anyway, because you can't save the game. The game, it does one of those weird things where the game doesn't let you, yeah, the game, it doesn't register the save file. It's the beginning of these levels. Now these levels, they're my favourite sort of designed levels in the game, but they're also like when you really start to feel the difficulty spike. Like the frickin' it's this one as well, because that's where you come in from the secret area back to the start, and it makes you do the entire level all over again. Again, freaking very frustrated flashbacks to this level. Although the Insane Trilogy version of this level with the monkeys that chuck logs, that's something else. Because in this version, it's pretty easy to time your jumps over those monkeys, but their movements are so wild in the Insane Trilogy version that you're almost destined to get hit, and the only way you can gracious to slide those. The only way you can get past them without having to constantly strategize is to have a lot of Bakuaku masks with you, which isn't always the situation that you find yourself in. Ooh, we've got the death route. Ah, let's take it. It's there, we took it, and now we're gonna deal with the consequences. Oh, and we've already got a throwing log monkey. Let's try and time this right. Or at least it gives you a starting platform to sort of learn the timings of the logs. Let's wait for it. Dum 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 dum. Go. Ah, you bum. I think this level also has one of my favourite soundtracks in the whole game as well, for its atmosphere. Got the weird sound effects. Like, I know most of the Crash Bandicoot soundtracks were probably recorded with sort of pre-installed sound effects on the keyboard, but I've always wondered what half of them were. Because I've tried to, like, just, muck about. Oh, God's sake, I'm rambling too much. But, like, I've tried to figure out some of the sound effects on the keyboard to see what these instruments even are, and I can never quite replicate them. Okay, we'll have 3 more attempts at the death route. If we don't get on the 3rd attempt, we'll just continue on with the level as per. Yeah, note to self, don't go too far off to the right this time. Okay, that's 1 out of 3. God, nearly did it again now. There we go. So rather than slide jump, just do a regular jump. Future reference. Hey buddy, go away. Strangely enough, this series of return platforms isn't hard as the one on the regular level with all the mice on it and the all nitro destroy crate being in the center. Like, I forgot how many attempts that freaking took me to do the first time I did it. Oh, you bum. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. We're actually making some decent progress that time as well. Gosh darn. I'm a sucker for those sort of silhouetted backgrounds to levels in PS1 games like this, and the Croc has a few of them as well. Oh, okay, that's 3 out of 3. 1 more attempt, and if we fuck it up this time, then we'll just continue on with the regular level. Yeah, I think this playthrough, and if I do a playthrough of Crash 3, they're going to be quite much longer playthroughs than Crash 1. Because, look, Crash 1 is the shortest game of all of them, but it's by far the hardest to 100%. But if you're just doing a regular playthrough, it's Crash 1's definitely the shortest. I think this one is the longest, and then Crash 3's a little bit shorter, but I think the overall length of the standard... Oh my good god. Right, okay. To save me and the audience's patience, I'm just going to continue on with the standard level now. Yeah. But I think, yeah, overall the standard playthrough of the game is much longer in the second and third game. And I think, like, the fourth game, I think the levels in the fourth game are so, like, I'm referring to Cortex, are like so much longer than any of the PS1 games. And I think that's, oh look, there's the Death Root gem right there. Oh well, okay, so I think that's what put a lot of people off, and with like fair criticisms of Cortex, especially the underground swimming levels. They are a bit of a chore, to say the least, especially if you're trying to 100% of them or do like the time trials of them. Saying that, the underground swimming levels in Crash 3 are probably not, they're probably my least favourite levels in the game, but thankfully there's only 2 of them and they're not too long. And I do enjoy the challenge of getting the red gem in the second, the water level in the third game. But like the range of those flames when you're running like forwards, it can be a bit confusing as to when the flame actually ends. I've burnt myself many a time. Right. Okay. Dead. Yeah. If I wasn't doing a Let's Play, I probably would just keep retrying that. Definitely until I got the gem, but I think it would become quite a boring Let's Play for the viewers at home. Right, okay, we've got that. Unbearable. It's actually a pretty decent pun. I should stop mocking it. Oh, this is the last of the chase levels, and by far the most intense. Now, I remember in previous session for this, I kept trying to find the secret area through the pit, but I think it's in this level. It's in the very last one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go. Oh my god. When I was younger, I used to think that these levels took place inside a garden centre for some reason. I think it's these weird fences that you break through. They seem like the stuff you'd find in P&Q. Now, is it this one? It might be this one. Right, get the checkpoint just in case it isn't. Yeah, I think it is, because it gives you a clear look, 3 planks. I was correct. Oh, I just remembered. It's one of these. With that guy with the blinking grenade launcher. Now there's one of these hidden areas later on in the game where you're literally dodging bullets for so much of the area. Like as you see there, with the bullet sort of crashing into the pushing into the thing, but I think like it lasts for like the majority of the duration of the level. There's nothing to jump on there. Let's take this guy out, wherever he may be. Boom. How did it manage to travel through the pox? Oh, I think we're really close to the end of that as well. Oh, thank God, we got a checkpoint. Let's keep going. Oh, you bum. I just knew. I had a gut feeling. Nah, you just fucked it. Boom. At least they have the courtesy to give you an Aku mask in this version of the level. I know in the next version of this, which I think is in one of the B level, like the beehive levels, like it is a very unforgiving path. But ultimately, I think, I might be wrong, but I think it's pointless in even completing the next version of this, because the hidden gem is right at the start. So unless you're like a absolute masochist, there's no point in completing the rest of it. They need to try and stop making so many careless mistakes and try and save my Akamasu right to the end, because I think at the end of this section is going to be an absolute chaos. Right, I've got to just stop saying what I should do, because then about less than half a second later I do the exact opposite thing. Why I don't get a job as a nuclear scientist. Oh. So don't pour uranium into that reactor. Newsflash.